Alright, here I have the light bulbs. Except for that last one, I don't have a light bulb for it, but for demonstrative purposes, I will only be using 5. It runs down to my junction box, and this is right here my controller board, my relay board. Over here where all the wires jump to for the lights. I also have a circuit breaker. This wire right here runs down, and I will end up plugging it in. The other wire is connected to the controller board, which is a sprinkler wire, which I'm gonna have. This is gonna be mounted up on a building, and I'm gonna run that wire outside into the building, and I will be able to control these through the serial port. Well, COM port. It's serially be controlled. I also wrote a program for this, which I will be showing you. Here I have an FTDI chip, which basically is a serial to a USB to serial connection. I will be plugging that onto the board. I'm doing this with one hand. Okay, and I don't yet have power to it. I will show you the software that I created from Visual Basic on my laptop. Here's Visual Basic on my laptop, and I created a program that I should have had already up to show you. And since I'm doing this in a virtual machine, I will have to plug in the USB port with one hand. I don't know if you heard that when I plugged that in. Here, I'll show you what it does when I plug it in. You'll know when I plug it in. I have that so that all the lights come on. Now, since I'm running a virtual machine, I will need to take the FTDI chip, pull it over so I can select it. Should be able to select it. There it is. Alright. Can turn one light on. But before I continue on this, I will plug this in. And I will unplug this again, so that I showed you that. Still have a little bit more work to do on this. Alright, these are plugged in. The light bulbs are not. The light bulbs are plugged into the socket. Here's the power cord. When I plug this in, if everything is running correctly, it should go through the boot sequence, which you heard it clicked. It turned everything on and shut everything off. So assuming there's no problems, let's plug this in. Well, I'm having a problem plugging it in. I'll have to edit that out. Okay, let's plug this in. And when I plug it in, they'll turn on. Now everything in here is hot, as in has voltage. Now when I plug this in, it's already being supplied 5 volts, so I'll plug this in and shouldn't affect anything. and we'll get back to starting the program. Alright, so I will start the program. Nothing is showing because I am using a VMware, so I'm going to have to take over the USB devices, select the FTDI chip, and it should, when I click this, should be listed, which it is, and now it's connecting. It seems to be connected. I can select light on, and update. But it's not showing because that first light bulb does not have, or that first socket doesn't have a light bulb. So that was a dud. Let's do 2. We're gonna turn on do, update, and the first one comes on. Three, update. Click 4, update. 5, update. 6, update. And none. I can make them blink. 2, blink. I have set to blink. Update. Okay. 4, update. That was 3. I misspoke. That's this one. This one will be 4. But you can't read it with this camera. Okay. If I also wanted to have 1 blink and 1 constantly on, I could say that 4th one is blinking, and I want to turn on that one. Let's leave it on here for a second. So now you can see kind of all this together. I will soon be able to run this. What I'm planning to do with this is there's going to be 4 wires. There's going to be a 5 volt, 5 volt, negative, and then transmit and receive. And this is how I have this thing running.